Welcome back to We the People Radio, NorCal Tea Party Patriots, right here on ktkz 1380 on your radio dial. We have our guest with us today, Rex Ruth. Also, General Fremont and Samuel Adams. And because of your being an immigrant from Mexico, your family as an immigrant from Mexico, as you know, we are dealing with the DREAM Act that Governor Brown just signed into law that will take effect in January, that's going to allow those children let me familiarize our audience. I know you're familiar with this, but the argument on this is that these kids are brought over to this country by their parents through no fault of their own, and they've gone to high school here, and so therefore they should be entitled to special grants in college. Now, here's my position on that, and it's NorCal's position, and I want to know how you, as a descendant of immigrants, feels about this. But my feeling is summed up in this, that just suppose that you and your family have saved your money for years to be able to take a special vacation to a special resort, and it costs you a lot of money, and you're going to take your kids and your wife and you're going to go on this vacation at this special expensive resort. You get there and you find that another family has snuck into the resort and they get caught. Now, the hotel has a few choices that they have to make. Now, they can say, well, the kids can stay here and they can enjoy all this for free because they came with their parents and it wasn't their fault. Now, wait a minute. If I let the kids stay, then I got to let the parents stay, and they're going to get to be able to enjoy this at no cost of their own as well. Oh, by the way, your prices are going to go up because you have to offset the cost of that family that's here for free, because we're letting the kids stay here because they're here through no fault of their own. Now, I don't know about you, but when I as a parent have made bad decisions in my life, unfortunately my kids have been part of the collateral damage when I make a bad decision that's going to cost them time, or it costs them not being able to do something because I made a poor financial decision. Tell me, now that I've summed up my feelings about this and the fact that we have initiatives out there to repeal this, tell me what you think.
I think it should be repealed.
That's short and sweet.
Next.
No.
You're not letting me off the hook,
No.
are you? Well, I'll tell you quite frankly, illegal is illegal, okay? Law is law. My grandparents came here, and I was told later on in life that they came here illegal. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I do know that their children gave contributions in war and finances and such to the United States and raised their children to be patriots. I'm one of them. And not once did my mother ever say to me or to my sister, somebody owed me something because we were born poor. She said, you are blessed because you were born here, and you need to make of yourself what God has designed you to be. My stepfather was Filipino. He came here legally through a visa, never became a citizen of the United States. And he got the benefits of the United States, but he also paid into the into the society.
Well, he came here legally,
yeah,
too.
Mm-hmm. There is not one member in our family that likes the idea of illegal aliens coming to this country and taking and being given all the benefits that the rest of us have. I don't like it. I do not support it. And if anybody out there, what we might call mi gente, my people, are going to start throwing rocks at me, well, yeah, hey dude, I'm sorry, you know. Look, there is an apparatus where you can come here legally. That's fine. That is good. Take upon yourselves the moral stance that you are not going to accept anything that you have not worked for. You're not going to build something
and done correctly.
Yes, you're not going to take and build something on the backs of somebody else. That's called slavery.
Well, and another thing too is that when you boil down what's fair, and I was interviewed on Fox 40 a few weeks ago when this got passed, and they said, "Well, isn't it fair to those kids? Isn't it unfair for those kids?" And I said, "Well, what about those kids who are citizens, were born to citizens in this country, whose parents have worked hard to send them to college, and they pay full price? And you're rewarding those who have willingly, knowingly broken the law, and if they do that, knowing that they have children, then they're part of the collateral damage." And it sounds good, but we are a nation of laws, and we as Tea Party patriots are not anti-immigration. We are anti-illegal immigration.
Right.
So
Well,
I want to have a chance to talk about your book before time flies away.
Okay.
So we're going to move on. I want you to tell me about your book. Give us all the information about it and the warning that comes from your book.
The book can be viewed in our website. It's called eigstudies.net. That's eigstudies.net. And you scroll down, and you'll on the website you'll be able to see what the book looks like. Where you say "Buy Now," it shows the book and such and so forth.
And the title?
And the title is called "Blood, Fire, and Faith." And the reason why I named it that, Blood, Fire, and Faith: how freedom became a country. And the reason why we named it that, Blood, Fire, and Faith, is because it's like this Dream Act. Guess what? Liberty does not come free. It costs. The book is about the history of our Constitution and the cost of the development of that Constitution. Look, if we do not understand our Constitution, we'll not appreciate it. We do not appreciate it. We certainly will not defend it. My book, what it does, it outlines the historical background of our Constitution, where it came from, how it got here. Where did we get ideas like the inherent rights of man, or created equal, or derivative rights, natural right, review of law of nature, the ideals of the principles of individual liberty, conquest with incorporation versus and with union versus just simply conquest. Where do we get the idea of local self-government, individual liberty, blah, blah, all of these things? My book takes the reader on a trip from basically 1500 BC all the way to 1787. And what it does, it outlines, it goes over 3 continents, and it covers 35 centuries is how we got our Constitution today. If there's a warning in that book, the warning is simply this: what has been given to you has been given to you at a great cost. And you, American people, everybody hearing my voice, you have a duty to make sure that you understand where this Constitution came from, what is in it, and you must protect it so you can pass it on to your posterity.
So give us the title and how to get it again.
Okay, it's called Blood, Fire, and Faith: How Liberty Became a Country, or Freedom Became a Country. And you can find it in our website. It's called eigstudies.net. That stands for the Educational Institute of Governmental Studies. But at eigs.net, you'll find it there.
Thank you so much, Rex, for being with us today and for all your enthusiasm and passion. I always hate it that he's so calm about things. We want to thank Dick Randall of the Lost Trail Ranch in Cupertino again for his sponsorship. We also want to bring you up to speed for next week. Speaking of speed, it's about high-speed railway. So next week we have Ted Hart joining us, and he will be giving us all the information on this high-speed railway, what it is costing the state of California, and how we can thwart this effort. This is something that is going to put California, if we already are bankrupt, but it's just going to make us even more bankrupt. So join us next week to hear Ted Hart of the high-speed railway. Thank you